Find the area of a triangle with the coordinates -8, 0, 0, 4 and -1, 4. So I've actually represented it on a diagram, though this is not scaled. So how to do this one is very, very simple. You know, the area of a triangle that we are conversant with is this right angle triangle of a thing, where we just do half base times height. But in the case where you're given the coordinates, what will you do? Alright, so I'll be showing you two ways to solve this quickly. The first one is using the formula. And what's the formula? The derivation there is another way that we can get it, but for this class we will just be talking about how to solve it without showing the derivation. So you'll be checking x and y, and the way I actually learned this formula is that for x I did it to be 1, 2, 3, and for y I did it to be 2, 3, 1. That's the way I learned this formula, and it was very quite easy. So for x we have x1 starting from 1, then y2. So you do the negative of it, you interchange it through 1, then plus, what's the next thing? That's 2. We have x2, then y3, because we're having 2, 3. Interchange it by minusing, we have 3, then plus x3, y1, because we have 1 as the end here. Then you can interchange it again, x1, y3. So this is the formula that we need. It's kind of long, but just know that your x is 1, 2, 3 and your y is 2, 3, 1. You'll be good to go by doing that. Okay, so let's say my x1 is, let's start from this one. Let's start with this 1, 2, and let's say this is 3. Okay, this is 3. So my x1 is -8. My x2 is 0. My x3 is -1. So my y1 is 0. My y2 is 4. My y3 is -4. So I'm just going to substitute it into the main formula. So I have 1/2. Okay, so y1 here is -8. Then y2 is 4. Minus x2 here is 0, so that will just give us 0 without wasting time. So x2 here also is still 0, so that will just give me 0. Minus x3 is -1. x2 is 4. Okay, plus x3 is -1. y1 is 0. So that should just be 0. Minus y1 is x1 actually is -8. Then y3 is -4. Okay, it's actually very simple. Once you can know the formula, it's very easy to solve. Just know that x is 1, 2, 3 and y is 2, 3, 1. Okay, so from here I have 1/2. Then this will be -32. Then if I should check this place, minus times this, that will be plus. That will be plus 4. This will give me 0. This one here will be 0. So this one here, minus times minus, my plus, and this minus, that's minus. I'll still have -32. So I'm having 1/, -32 is -64. -64 plus 4, that will be -60. So I have -60 here. Then I can actually cut my answers. So here 1, here is 30. So the area of this will be -30. So that's the first way. So just know that your x is 1, 2, 3. You interchange it after putting the minus. Then your y is 2, 3, 1. Very simple. But there's another way you can do it that it will be very, very easy and to save your time. Some of you might still see that this formula is kind of long and all of that. So we're going to be using the second method, that's shoelace method, just like the lace of a shoe, the way it is tied. Shoelace method. This is a very, very simple way of solving this. If you can't cram the whole formula, so shoelace method is just like this. draw through lines x1, x2, x3, and x1. Okay, then your y1, y2, y3, then y1. Just as simple as that. Then this one to this one, this to this, you definitely get the same thing. To this and this, then this to this in an upward way, this to this, this to this, and this to this. You can see it's like a shoelace coming down. So to do this, you have 1 over 2. You multiply those ones going down, downward minus the upward, the upward direction. That's how to do it. Okay, so let's find our x1 and the all of that quickly. Let's get our x1, x2, so we can know what to do. So this is our 1, 2, 3, as we have said earlier in the first method. So my x1 here is minus 8, my x2 is 0, x3 is minus 1. So I put my minus 8 again. My y1 is 0, 4, minus 4, and 0. Okay, so what you do now is you want to draw the line, this to this, this to this, then this to this. Okay, then the upward direction, this to this, this to this, then this to this. So let's take a look at the downward movement first. Downward movement is 8 times minus 8 times 4, that is minus 32. That's 32. The downward movement again is 0 times 4, that's still 0, that's plus 0. Then minus 1 times 0, that's still plus 0, the whole of this. Then minus the ones going upwards, 0 times 0 is 0. Minus 1 times 4 is minus 4. Then minus 4 times this, that is minus 32. Okay, that's that one. So let's sort it out quickly. Let's sort it out since we have gotten our downward and upward directions. So I will now have 1 over 2. Okay, this is minus 32, sorry. So I have minus 32 here. Then into the brackets I will have okay, this is minus 4. Okay, this is minus 4 actually. This will be plus 32. There's minus 4 here also. Minus 4. The arrow actually covered it. It's minus 4. So I'm having plus 32 here. Okay. So to do that, I'll have minus 32. This minus to this one, I'll be plus 4. Then this minus to this plus, that's minus 32. So you see how it's still the same thing we have gotten. Alright, so I will now have minus 32 minus 32, that is minus 64. Minus 64 plus 4, that is minus 60. So I have 1 over 2 minus 60. And exactly like what we got in the formula, minus 30. So that's how to solve the area of a triangle with coordinates. You use your normal formula where your x is 1, 2, 3. You interchange it. Your y is 2, 3, 1. Or you can use a shoelace method: x1, x2, x3, x1, y1, 1, 2, 1, and you do your stuff like that.